Hello, wonderful Gemini. I hope that you are doing well. So, this is going to be your reading for April 2023. We will be checking what is that you will be working on in April. So, if you have Sun, Moon, or Rising in Gemini, then this reading will be for you. Yeah, so let's see what is that you will be focusing on, or what is that you have to pay attention in the month of April. So, Gemini, April 2023. Okay, we have the Queen of, oh no, Ace of Cups. We had one on the floor, Ten of Pentacles, upright. So Gemini, April 2023. We have the Chariot, we have the Nine of Pentacles, we have Justice reversed, Four of Cups, and we have Ten of Swords reversed. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Gemini, so what I see here, like in terms of April, is that, look, like how peaceful she is, knowing that she has what she needs. There's this very grounded energy. The Queen of Pentacles is a great leader, very nourishing, very nurturing as well. And she has the resources that she needs. And she's very in peace with whatever is happening around her. She's not worried. Okay, so that is the underlying energy of this reading, and the underlying energy of April. What I see here in terms of the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles is that there were some disappointments in regards to your finances as well, in the past, and family. Um, and what I feel like is that, like, money and family are very much related and connected to each other in your case, because the Ten of Pentacles is talking about a lot of money, also like being so resourceful that you're able to help others around you, but it can talk about inheritance as well. However, the Ace of Cups next to it is reversed, and that is saying that there were some feelings of being let down and being disappointed in regards to your family, and maybe how much help you received from your family, like financial help, or how much support you received from your family in dealing with material matters, dealing with the mundane world or the everyday life. Like your support from your childhood that was coming from your parents, like how much you felt supported. The Ace of Cups is the safety net, and there were some upheavals there. And there was some unjust treatment in regards to those areas as well, that you still feel like you are dealing with the consequences of that and the repercussions of your childhood wounds. So there are some wounds related to being supported by your family and by the community that you are living in. So it's a little bit like I deserved more. And my goal was to become someone that is fulfilled with who they are. Because look at her, she's very happy there. But I couldn't become that because I was wounded in my childhood. And those very people that needed to support me were letting me down. And that is a theme that might be coming up in April. So whenever I get the first cards in my reading, they're always talking about either the recent past or the past childhood, or things that happened a few years ago, or maybe things that were repeating in your life and that is still influencing your present. So what I see here with the Chariot is that there was a lot of strength that you needed to tap into as you experienced that lack of support, and you needed to deal with your things by yourself. So he's alone there. He's becoming the master of moving forward, being able to handle the horses, the black and white horses, two polarities, the masculine and feminine energies, and being able to move forward. So if you look at that, there's almost like a tornado that is behind him. I might be wrong, but that is giving me the vibes of a tornado or a storm that is behind him. And he was able to overcome those storms or to move away from those storms by himself. And again, like with the Nine of Pentacles, there's a lot of energy of having to do things by yourself and enjoying the fruits of your labor by yourself, like things that you achieved by yourself. Not like necessarily by yourself, because we never achieve anything just by ourselves. We always need other people. So it's impossible to thrive in a world just by ourselves with being separated from other people. But this is more like talking about having to move away from the community, from the family, or from the support of others, and having to fend for yourself in a sense. But then you also became someone that is extremely resilient and is able to overcome like roadblocks, because the road of the chariot is not easy. Okay, so there are patterns that are coming up in regards of that. And what I strongly feel here is almost being wounded in the area of having to be very responsible. So it's a little bit like I needed to become very responsible at a very young age. And now I'm afraid of responsibility, or I am afraid of responsibility in certain areas of my life, not in all areas, because I'm still a very responsible person. But I feel like now I need to rest. Okay, so there's this energy of I just want to breathe. I just don't want to worry about anything because I had enough. So there's a little bit of like exhaustion in that sense. Like this reading is giving me the vibe of you being a very, very strong person, but someone that had a lot to deal with in life. And because the Ten of Swords is reversed, this is saying that you need to rest a little bit, and your soul is yearning for that safety now. The Four of Cups is talking about being unfulfilled. Like, I have to do so much on my own, but what is my fulfillment in that? What is my fulfillment in having to deal with everything by myself because other people let me down? So if you look at this, she's by herself. There's a person here by themselves. Okay, so that is the past that might be coming up. This feeling of being a cast out a little bit, being cast away, and I can so relate to that as well. Let's see. We have the Page of Cups. However, there might be some romance that is coming in. Look, there might be some romance, or there might be some romantic energies. The Page of Cups is the Pisces energy. King of Cups, we have Knight of Cups reversed. Page of Pentacles. So some of you were let down by, like in terms of romance, you were let down by others. You were let down in your relationship with another in the past, because the King of Cups is reversed, which is talking about like emotions and difficulties in your emotional life. The Knight of Cups is also a fading of a romance, or a romance not turning out the way you want. However, the Page of Cups is saying that your soul is yearning is wanting, to be seen by another, because there's a little bit of loneliness here. And I feel like there's a chance to meet someone in the month of April, definitely. However, the Page of Pentacles is saying that you might not feel ready for that, or you might be feeling a little bit hesitant or afraid. For some of you, you are having an existing relationship that felt unfulfilling for a long time, and now you're afraid to move on, or that left you with some disappointment here with the Ace of Cups reversed. So it's almost like the past has repeated itself over the years. The Moon, Two of Pentacles, and the Star. Yeah, there's a little bit of feeling like I have been in the wrong place in the wrong time, or things were not in my favor with the Star reverse. Like almost like I was let down by the whole universe, or for a long time, like I felt like the universe was not supporting me. So like the same thing is repeating in your life. Like if I wasn't supported by my family or by my caretakers, emotionally or financially, then it almost feels like the universe is against me or is not supporting me. The Two of Pentacles is talking about like having to do a lot, but having to do a lot by yourself, and there's this overwhelming energy around that as well, because you are taking a lot of responsibility, because you had to. But we have the Moon reverse, which is saying that this will become clear for you. And there are revelations in regards to how you handled certain things as a result of your past and as a result of your upbringing. And a little bit like coming in terms with yourself and in peace with yourself, knowing that you did what it was the right thing for you, or you did what you could do. Like you did everything that you could do in order to deal with the situation. Six of Pentacles. Okay, so what I see also, Page of Wands, is that there was something in regards to partnerships and relationships as well, where you felt like you were not given what you put into, you know, the energy that you put into something was not given back to you, was not reciprocated. So like a little bit of feeling of rejection. And there might be some anger and resentment that is coming up in regards to that. However, the Six of Pentacles is saying that there are some amazing, generous people out there. You have to see those people in your life and you have to open up for those energies, because there are people that are coming in that will be supportive. The Six of Pentacles is this giving and receiving in an equal way and feeling supported by others, like both like in terms of resources and financially, but then emotionally as well. Like what you are putting out there in terms of energy, you will be receiving back. And the old energies of worrying about whether or not you will get back the energies that you put into something is fading away now. So there's no more fear around that. The Five of Wands is talking about competition, but it's also talking about like other people in your life. And some people that, yes, indeed were not supportive, maybe some friendships as well, or relationships that were not supportive, but that doesn't mean that you will receive the same thing over and over again. But certain things and themes in regards to that need to come up for you in order to process those things. And that will give you this peace of mind. As I said, that you did everything that you could, and probably to see that other people as well did what they could. That was their capacity at that time. The Empress, the Emperor, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. So you have a possibility to choose differently now. And I feel like you are much more realistic about what to expect from certain people. Like seeing clearly that certain people just don't have the capacity. And maybe your past relationships as well, like being in peace with the fact, this is what is happening with me as well, by the way, that I'm becoming like in peace with myself and with the fact that certain people that I was expecting things from, or I wanted them to meet my needs, just did not have the capacity. Not because they didn't want to meet my needs or they wanted to hurt me. No, absolutely not. They didn't do certain things because they did not have the capacity. So almost like waiting around an empty cup, trying to drink water from an empty cup. So that's that sort of thing that it will become very obvious for you, and then you will be able to select differently people and to see what this person has as in terms of capacity, what the other person has. Maybe this one cannot meet my needs in this area, but it can meet my needs in the other area. So not waiting around the empty cup, but like going to a cup that is full and maybe understanding that the empty cup might not be able to give you water, but it might be able to give you something else. You might be able to pour something else in that empty cup, or to use it as a container for something else. This doesn't mean that you will be using people. This is not what I'm talking about. Just like seeing every person as very worthy in your life and fulfilling different roles in your life. Like seeing that clearly with the Seven of Cups here. And this Empress energy is very much talking about those needs that were not met. However, there are people in your life that can meet those needs. With that Emperor energy, this can also talk about you, and this keeps coming up, this Emperor now, for other people as well, other signs. And that is saying that you will become much more strategic. So what I'm sensing here is that Saturnian energy, you know, being strategic, having a clear plan about your future, and leaving behind the confusion that was part of your life. Then working towards like expertise, being the expert, like understanding yourself to such a degree that you are becoming the expert. So that expertise of the Eight of Pentacles and the strategy of the Emperor and the leadership of the Emperor will help you, will be your ally in order to overcome the difficulties of the past in April. Okay, so Gemini, what else we are having here in April for you? Gemini, April. Spring, see your seeds grow. Absolutely. Such a beautiful card for spring, for April. I feel like things that, because like we are talking about the rabbit here, right? I mean, the symbol of the rabbit in Alice in Wonderland as well is the bridge and the guide between heaven and earth. And it's also the symbol of renewal, right? Like spring is the renewal. Rabbit is renewal as well. It is also talking about good luck. So it's the symbol of good luck. So I feel like many things that you planted, like many seeds that you planted in the past, now you will start seeing the results of those seeds, you know, growing. You will see those plants starting to grow, those flowers starting to grow in April. Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. So the Shaolin Master is representing being able to adapt, you know, to your circumstances, to your situation, not rushing into things impulsively, but having a gentle approach, because that gentle approach will be much more rewarding than rushing into any action. Okay, so when it comes to seeing your seeds growing, there's a gentle approach that is needed. Okay, we have Oracle, wait for important information. And we have Winter, take care of your needs. So I feel like you are someone that has been taking care of your own needs for a very long time. And there are certain important decisions here, I feel like, that you need to make or you wanted to make, or maybe you have been having in your mind something. Now this is saying that those things will be fruitful. However, there's more important information that is needed before you make a decision. So there will be certain signs that will point you in the right direction. So pay attention to them. Okay, so Gemini, April, what else? Full moon in Cancer, let your fears dissolve. Yeah, like this Chariot, Cancer energy. So like if your fears, I feel like, are around other people letting you down, then those fears will start resolving and dissolving as well in April. We have first quarter moon in Cancer, Cancer energy again. So like emotions, you know, emotions are very important in April. Push through any insecurity. And then we have full moon in Aquarius, be real. So this is talking about the importance of being real and authentic and expressing your needs. It is also important for you to pay attention to people that are real. And again, like just because certain people were not real, or it seemed to you that they were not real, doesn't mean that everybody is going to be like that. So there's a lot of, you know, full moon energy here, which is talking about completion and letting go of old hurts, old conditioning, programming as well. And there's this new beginning. So there's completion here for you. And there's a lot of overcoming your fears and insecurities. So yeah, nice energies. You can maybe work with the full moon as well in April. All right, Gemini. So this is what I'm seeing for you. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel if you feel like. I have another channel which is called Evelin Barta. You can check that out. If you want to book a personal reading, because this is a general one, then you will find information about that down below in the description box. And if you want to support my work, you can do it on Patreon, where I'm doing more readings about different topics, and then podcasts as well. And I'm doing divine masculine and feminine readings as well, and channeled readings and guidances. So thank you for being here. Have an amazing April, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye.